This video is for educational purposes only and does not constitute professional medical advice. Please consult with your doctor or a qualified healthcare specialist before starting any new vitamins or supplements mentioned in this video. Use of this information is at your own risk. Chicken and eggs are betraying you. After 60, they become useless junk in your stomach while your leg muscles turn to dust. You are building a future in a wheelchair. There is only one ancient seed potent enough to reverse this decay. Ignore this warning and you may never walk unaided again. Chicken and eggs are betraying you. It is a harsh reality, but right now as you sit there, your leg muscles are rotting from the inside out. You might be eating 3 meals a day, you might be forcing down tough beef and swallowing chalky protein shakes, but after age 60, those foods are becoming useless junk in your stomach while your muscle fibers turn to dust. You are unwittingly building a future confined to a wheelchair. There is a silent mechanism in your body that has switched off, a biological failure that is starving your legs even while you are full. You are walking on a ticking time bomb toward total immobility, and the standard advice you have been following is only speeding up the clock. There is, however, one ancient forgotten seed that is potent enough to reverse this decay, a solution that nature designed specifically for the aging body, but you have likely walked past it in the grocery store 1,000 times without knowing it holds the key to your freedom. Welcome to EldraFit Nutrition. It's a pleasure to have you with us today. If you are determined to stop the decline and reclaim the strength that rightfully belongs to you, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us the motivation to uncover these life-saving nutritional secrets and share them with the world. Now, we need to confront the villain in this story. It is not just old age. That is a lazy excuse. The real enemy is a condition called anabolic resistance. Imagine your muscle cells are like a house with a locked front door. When you were 20, that door was wide open. You ate protein and it walked right in to build strong, dense muscle. But after 60, that door is slammed shut and bolted. You can pile all the chicken and steak you want on the porch, but if the door is locked, nothing gets inside. The protein sits outside, useless, until it is flushed away. This is anabolic resistance. It is the #1 reason why you can eat plenty of food and still see your thighs shrinking and your calves becoming dangerously thin. Your muscles have become deaf to the signals of ordinary food. To make matters worse, you are fighting this war with a broken digestive system. As we age, our stomachs produce significantly less hydrochloric acid and fewer digestive enzymes. Think of your stomach as a processing plant. When you were young, it was a high-powered incinerator that could break down a heavy steak in minutes. Now it is a flickering candle. When you eat heavy animal proteins, your body struggles to break them down into usable amino acids. You might think you are getting 30 grams of protein, but your body might only be absorbing a fraction of that. The rest is wasted energy, putting stress on your kidneys and leaving your muscles starving for repair materials. And there is a third layer to this tragedy. Even if you could break down the protein, and even if you could unlock the muscle doors, you are likely missing the construction workers. I am talking about critical minerals like magnesium and zinc. Without these, your body cannot synthesize new muscle tissue. It is like having a pile of bricks, but no masons to lay them. Most seniors are chronically deficient in these minerals because standard diets simply do not provide enough. So you have a locked door, a weak digestion, and no workers. This is why you feel weaker every year. This is why the fear of falling grows in the back of your mind. But what if I told you there is a seed that solves all 3 problems at once? A seed that bypasses the locked door, digests with near-perfect efficiency, and brings its own construction crew. Before we reveal this forgotten superfood, I want you to think deeply about your own experience and answer this question in the comments below. Which of these 2 scenarios worries you the most right now? A, the fear of falling and losing your independence because your legs are too weak. B, the frustration of eating healthy food but seeing no improvement in your energy or strength. Type A or B in the comments. Let us start a conversation about what really matters to us. Now, let us discover the solution. The answer to the riddle of your vanishing muscles is not found in a pharmaceutical laboratory or a complicated medical procedure. It is found in a small, nutty-tasting kernel that nature perfected thousands of years ago, yet modern nutrition has foolishly left behind. The savior for your aging legs is the hemp seed. While the world obsesses over chicken breasts and whey protein powders, this unassuming seed is quietly outperforming them all, specifically designed by nature to overcome the unique biological hurdles of the body after age 60. It is the only protein source that effectively picks the lock of anabolic resistance that we discussed earlier. What makes hemp seeds the supreme champion for senior muscle recovery is primarily their digestibility. Remember that your digestive fire is dimming. Throwing a heavy steak into your stomach now is like putting a wet log on a dying fire. It just smokes and does not burn. Hemp seeds, however, are different. They contain two specific types of protein called edestin and albumin. These are globular proteins that are biologically similar to the proteins found in your own blood plasma. Because of this unique structure, hemp seeds are easily broken down, boasting a digestibility score of up to 95%. This is unprecedented. When you eat them, your body does not struggle. It effortlessly extracts the amino acids and sends them directly to your quadriceps and hamstrings. Unlike meat that might rot in your gut or soy that can cause bloating, hemp protein flows into your system, providing immediate building blocks for your legs. But the protein content is only half of the story. If hemp seeds only provided easy-to-digest protein, they would be great, but they would not be a miracle. The true magic, the reason they destroy anabolic resistance, lies in their fat content. Hemp seeds possess the perfect golden ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids, which is exactly 3-to-1. This specific balance is critical for aging bodies. Most of us are walking around with stiff, inflamed cell membranes. Think of the cells in your leg muscles as balloons. Over time, due to inflammation and poor diet, the skin of that balloon becomes hard, rigid, and crusty. This rigidity is what prevents insulin from carrying protein inside. It is the physical barrier of anabolic resistance. The omega-3 fats in hemp seeds act as a biological solvent for this problem. When you consume this perfect ratio, these healthy fats integrate themselves into your muscle cell walls. They soothe the inflammation, and most importantly, they make the cell membrane soft, fluid, and permeable again. They essentially oil the hinges of the locked door. Once the cell membrane is flexible, it can hear the hormonal signals to grow. It opens up and welcomes the protein you just ate. This is the synergy that chicken or eggs simply cannot offer. Animal proteins give you the bricks, but they do not fix the broken construction site. Hemp seeds do both. They provide the highest quality bricks in the form of edestin protein, and they repair the site with essential fatty acids, ensuring that for the first time in years, your leg muscles actually have the capacity to grow, repair, and support you as you stand. Now that we have unlocked the door to your muscle cells with hemp seeds, we must address the foundation upon which your muscles stand. You can have the strongest muscles in the world, but if the scaffolding underneath them is crumbling, the entire structure will collapse. To build a fortress that can withstand falls and fractures, we need to recruit two powerful allies: the builders and the energy suppliers. These roles are perfectly filled by pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds, the unsung heroes of skeletal integrity. Consider the pumpkin seed. In the context of your aging legs, this seed is not just a snack, it is a delivery system for zinc. Zinc is the foreman of your body's construction site. You cannot synthesize new muscle tissue without it. You might flood your body with protein, but without zinc to catalyze the chemical reactions that turn amino acids into muscle fiber, that protein goes to waste. It is a biological bottleneck. For a senior, a zinc deficiency is effectively a stop work order on muscle repair. Pumpkin seeds remove this barrier, providing a rich, natural source of zinc that ensures the repair process in your thighs and calves continues uninterrupted day and night. Furthermore, they are packed with magnesium, the spark plug of your body. Magnesium creates ATP, the energy currency of your cells. If you have ever felt your legs growing heavy and tired after a short walk, that is your cells running out of fuel. Magnesium from pumpkin seeds refills the tank, giving your muscles the endurance to carry you further. Then we have the sesame seed, the architect of your bones. As we age, the connection between our muscles and our bones becomes a critical point of failure. Strong muscles pulling on brittle bones can actually cause damage. You need your femur and hip bones to be as tough as steel. Sesame seeds are shockingly rich in calcium, more so than cow's milk by weight. But unlike dairy, which can be inflammatory for some, sesame seeds offer this mineral alongside copper and magnesium, creating a matrix that bones can easily absorb. This is crucial for preventing the dreaded hip fracture that ends independence for so many. However, there is a strict rule for unlocking this power. Sesame seeds are encased in a fortress of their own, a hard, indigestible shell. If you sprinkle them whole on your salad, you are merely decorating your food. They will pass through your system completely untouched, denying you their benefits. To access the calcium vault inside, you must break the wall. You must eat them ground into a powder or as tahini, a smooth sesame paste. Only then can your body absorb the minerals necessary to harden your skeleton. By combining the muscle-building catalysis of pumpkin seeds with the bone-fortifying density of ground sesame, you are not just building muscle. You are engineering a pair of legs that are solid, durable, and unbreakable. We have built the muscle fibers and fortified the skeletal frame, but a fortress is useless if the hinges are rusted and the mortar is crumbling. This brings us to the subtle yet agonizing reality that keeps so many seniors confined to their chairs: joint pain and stiffness. You may have the strength to stand, but if your knees scream in protest with every step, you will inevitably sit back down. To prevent this, we must call upon the protectors and balancers of nature: sunflower seeds, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Sunflower seeds act as the dedicated bodyguards for your cellular integrity. As you age, your joints and muscles are under constant attack from oxidative stress, a process similar to metal rusting. This biological rust degrades the cartilage in your knees and weakens the membranes of your muscle cells. Sunflower seeds are your primary defense against this decay because they are exceptionally rich in vitamin E. This nutrient is not merely a vitamin, it is a shield. It integrates itself into the lining of your muscle cells and joint tissues, deflecting the free radicals that try to tear them apart. By consuming these seeds, you are essentially weatherproofing your legs against the wear and tear of time. While sunflower seeds protect the structure, chia seeds ensure the machinery runs smoothly through deep hydration. Imagine the difference between a dry, brittle twig and a green, flexible branch. One snaps under pressure, the other bends and recovers. Your tendons and ligaments are no different. Chia seeds possess the unique ability to absorb many times their weight in water, forming a gel that slowly releases moisture into your system. This internal irrigation hydrates the fascia and connective tissues in your legs, keeping them pliable and resilient, effectively preventing the stiffness that leads to injuries. Furthermore, the soluble fiber in chia stabilizes your blood sugar, preventing the spikes that trigger cortisol, a stress hormone that cannibalizes muscle tissue. Finally, we must deploy the ultimate fire extinguisher for your joints, the flax seed. However, there is a critical condition here. You must grind flax seeds before eating them. Otherwise, their hard shell locks their medicinal power away from you. Once ground, they release a massive dose of alpha-linolenic acid, the most potent plant-based anti-inflammatory agent known to man. This fatty acid cools the chronic inflammation in your hips and knees, allowing you to move without the grinding pain that usually accompanies old age. Additionally, flax seeds contain lignans, which help optimize your waning hormones, ensuring that your body remains in a state of repair rather than degeneration. Together, these seeds ensure that your legs are not just strong, but pain-free and ready to move. The knowledge you now possess is powerful, but it remains potential energy until you turn it into kinetic action. It is time to stop looking for miracles in a pill bottle. Stop wasting your pension on expensive protein powders that your stomach cannot even process. The solution is not in a chemist's lab. It is in your pantry. You must commit to a new ritual, a daily protocol that signals to your body that you are not done living yet. Start your morning by taking control. Add 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds and 1 tablespoon of chia seeds to your oatmeal or yogurt. Do not skip this. This simple act floods your system with the digestible protein and hydration your stiff morning joints are crying out for. As you go about your day, replace the biscuits and sugary snacks with a handful of pumpkin and sunflower seeds. Think of them as your daily dose of zinc and vitamin E, constantly repairing the microscopic damage in your tissues. And finally, at dinner, integrate ground flax seeds or a spoonful of tahini into your meal. Let these powerful fats work overnight to reduce inflammation and harden your bones while you sleep. This is not a diet. It is a prescription for freedom. The decline of your legs is not an inevitable tragedy written in your DNA. It is a choice written on your plate. You have two paths before you. One leads to the slow, quiet surrender of the chair, where your world shrinks to the size of a room. The other leads to strength, to standing tall, and to walking under your own power for the rest of your life. Do not let your muscles wither away out of negligence. Choose the seeds. Choose strength. Choose to defy the odds. Thank you for watching, and remember that your best years can still be ahead of you if you build the strength to carry them. The narrative we have shared today is not merely about nutrition. It is a battle cry for your independence. We often speak of aging as a thief that comes in the night to steal our strength, leaving us frail and dependent. But the truth is, we often leave the door unlocked for that thief by neglecting the specific, changing needs of our bodies. The most dangerous lie you can believe is that your decline is natural and inevitable. It is not. The crumbling of bone and the wasting of muscle are biological processes, and like any biological process, they can be altered, slowed, and even reversed with the right inputs. You are standing at a crossroads that every person over 60 must eventually face. One path is paved with passive acceptance. It is the path where you continue to eat what you have always eaten, ignoring the silence of your muscles and the brittleness of your bones, hoping for the best while slowly losing the ability to climb stairs, to garden, or to walk to the park with your grandchildren. This path is comfortable today, but it leads to a tomorrow of limitations and regret. The other path is the one less traveled. It requires a conscious decision to change. It demands that you look at a humble hemp seed or a spoonful of ground sesame not as bird food, but as potent medicine. It requires you to understand that your body has changed, and therefore your strategy must change. By incorporating these 6 seeds into your life, you are sending a loud, undeniable message to every cell in your body. We are not done yet. You are flooding your system with the precise molecular keys needed to unlock muscle growth, harden bone density, and lubricate stiff joints. This is not about vanity or trying to look 20 again. It is about dignity. It is about the profound freedom of knowing that your own 2 legs can carry you wherever you wish to go, without fear and without assistance. The power to save your legs is sitting in your kitchen right now. The only question remaining is whether you have the will to use it. The deep lesson and how to apply it. The most profound takeaway here is that what got you here won't keep you here. The diet that sustained you in your 40s is insufficient for your 60s. Aging requires a pivot from fueling for energy to fueling for repair. Your body is no longer a self-repairing machine that runs on autopilot. It is a vintage engine that requires premium, specialized maintenance. Treating food as mere calories is a luxury of the young. For the senior, food is structural engineering. Adopt the add, don't subtract mindset. Diets usually fail because they focus on what you must give up. Instead, focus entirely on what you must add. Do not worry about cutting out your favorite treats yet. Just make a non-negotiable pact with yourself. I will not end my day until I have consumed my 3 tablespoons of seeds. Make a pre-mixed jar of hemp, pumpkin, and sunflower seeds, and keep it right next to your coffee maker or on the dining table. Make it visible. Make it easy. Let this small ritual be the anchor of your day. When you prioritize the good inputs, the bad habits often fall away naturally. We want to know which step you are ready to take first. Please answer this simple question in the comments below. Which of these seeds are you going to buy on your next grocery trip? Hemp, chia, or pumpkin? Let us know your choice in the comments. It is always inspiring to see so many people taking charge of their health together. If you found value in this video and want to stay ahead of the aging curve with science-backed nutrition, please subscribe to ElderFit Nutrition right now. We have much more to share with you, and we do not want you to miss the next breakthrough. Stay strong, and we will see you in the next video.